It was 2008, markets crashed, businesses folded, and some of the smartest entrepreneurs I knew, people running profitable, thriving companies, lost everything. They didn't fail because of bad product or poor work ethic. They failed because their financial foundations, well, they were brittle. One gust of wind and everything came crashing down. And I'll be honest, I've been there myself. After 25 years as an employed financial advisor, I started my own business. We were generating over 7 figures a year. The revenue looked great, but I was losing $20,000 a month. I didn't have a revenue problem. I had a cash flow management problem. And that's when it hit me. If I, someone who practices this stuff for a living, could get caught up in this trap, how many other business owners are in the same boat? That moment changed everything for me because I realized the business isn't the plan. It's just a piece of it. If the foundation underneath isn't solid, no amount of revenue will protect you. And if you're a business owner, that lesson matters more than ever. If you're watching this, chances are you're a licensed professional. Maybe you're a CPA, maybe you're a consultant, an agency owner, or you run a boutique law or health practice. You've worked hard to build a real business. You're probably pulling in $500,000, $750,000, or even $1 million or more in annual revenue. You've got loyal clients, a great reputation, and a team that depends on you. But here's the part no one talks about. You've put everything into the business, all your energy, all your time, and whether you realize it or not, all of your wealth too. Most entrepreneurs, the business isn't just part of their wealth, it's the entire wealth. And that's a dangerous place to be because when the business hits a rough patch or if something happens to you, it's not just the company that suffers. Your entire life can unravel. We're talking about personal bankruptcy, we're talking about lawsuits, we're talking about divorce, having to start all over from the worst, the ground zero. But now you're older, you're more tired, you're less able to take the risks the way you once did. Worse than the financial loss is the emotional one, the loss of confidence, of trusting yourself, of believing you can rebuild. Here's the good news. You don't have to stay exposed. You already have what it takes. You have the revenue coming in. Now it's time to shift your thinking. Your business should be a piece of your wealth, not the entire thing. It's time to build a true foundation, one that protects your business, supports your personal finances, and creates freedom that lasts. Because the freedom you dreamed of when you first started the business, it is still within reach. You just need the right plan to get you there. Here's the truth. You're what I call an unprotected producer, and it's not your fault. You're creating value, you're generating cash, but you're building it on an unstable ground. No moat, no fallback, no real structure to support long-term wealth creation. And the moment something unexpected happens, an economic downturn, a medical emergency, a lawsuit, you're at risk of losing everything you've built. The tragedy? You've done the hardest part already. You've built a business from nothing, but no one ever taught you how to turn it into personal wealth. And all that financial advice out there, it's either built for retirees or it's buried in language no one even understands. That's exactly why I started Tribox Private Wealth. To give entrepreneurs like you a roadmap, one that protects what you've built and multiplies it into wealth you can actually use. We're not a bank. We're not a product-pushing financial firm. We're your strategic partner, and we help you create wealth through your business, not just because of it. Our system, it's called the Elite Roadmap. It's a 5-part framework that touches every corner of your financial life. We start off with empowerment, the reason why you're generating the money anyway, what's important to you. Then we move into the lending and the liabilities because bad debt crushes wealth, but good debt, it could actually accelerate it. Then we move into investments and insurance to grow smart and protected wealth. And then we move into taxes so you stop losing tens of thousands of dollars to poor planning, and then estate planning. So your success becomes a legacy, not a liability. It all starts with one thing, building your financial foundation. Because if that's not solid, the rest just doesn't matter. Here's what other clients say after just one meeting. No one's ever explained it like this before, and honestly, This is intentional. At Tribox Private Wealth, we don't believe in complexity for complexity's sake. We believe in clarity and collaboration and in giving you a strategy that's tailored exactly to what you want to accomplish. We bring over 28 years of experience to the table. And we don't just manage numbers, we partner with you to grow your net worth using the same principles Warren Buffett swears by. Protect your downside, allocate wisely, and compound consistently. We use an open architect platform, meaning we're not locked into selling you one firm's products. We can access virtually any investment out there, any solution from anywhere we have access to, whether it's fixed annuities, whether it's custom portfolios, whether it's strategies other firms can't even offer because they're limited by internal restrictions or outdated models. We're open about pricing, transparent about our process, and we work with you to design a plan that serves your vision, not ours. In short, we listen first, we educate second, we advise last. Because you don't need a salesperson, you need a partner who can help you build wealth the way it was meant to be. Intentional, intelligent, and with full alignment to what life you want to live. Let me tell you about Darla. She and her husband, they built a multi-million-dollar landscaping business over 30 years. But like so many business owners, every dollar they made went back into the business. They had no retirement, they had no plan. Just the hope that things would eventually work themselves out. Then unexpectedly, her husband passed away. He died within 6 months, and Darla, well, she was left with the weight of the business, the debt, and no financial direction. She came to us in survival mode, afraid to spend a dollar, unsure if she even had enough to retire, but she was willing to do the work. Together, we built her foundation. We looked at cash flow, real estate, we looked at the debt, we mapped out a clear plan for her next chapter. Not one based on fear, but on freedom. Today, Darla's living part-time in Cabo. She's financially free. She visits her son in New York often. She actually invested in his business, and she knows 100% that she's on track for the retirement and the life that she wants. No more guessing, no more fear. She told me, I didn't even know what a financial planner did. Now I can't imagine my life without one. That's the transformation we help create. And it starts with a decision to stop doing it alone. This isn't just another funnel. This is your turning point. Because information alone won't change your life. What will is a clear strategy and the right guide to help you implement it. That's why I'm inviting you to book a call with me or someone from my team. In that call, we'll take a close look at your current financial landscape and we'll uncover where your foundational needs are and how to strengthen them. We'll show you exactly where you're exposed, where the opportunities are hiding, and what steps you can take over the next 12 months to start building real, lasting wealth, not just business income. This isn't a sales pitch. It's a strategy session, one that could completely shift the way you think about money, the way you think about risk, and the way you think about freedom. If you've been waiting for the right time to start thinking differently about your future, this is it. Click below and let's talk. You've already done what most people never will. You've taken the risks, you've built the brand, you hired the team, you delivered the service. Now it's time to make sure it lasts, to protect it, to multiply, and to make sure that the next 5 years don't look like the last 5 years. They look better. I'm John Rojas. I'm the founder of Tribox Private Wealth. Let's build your future together.